different enough if it says digital camera 477-4 comparison shopping and all that changes is the part number for each one? Is that enough to keep it different enough to not have the duplicate content issue?
Well, all you'd have to do is remove that if you want, because it changes for every post. So if that is a concern and it's not, it's a concern to me that this thing appears second and the product itself appears first in the title tags. So we made the changes in the installation for WordPress, I believe. Anthony, did you give him a copy of the one that installs? Okay, that installs the title tag first, correct? Well, since he built this in your video tutorial, I'd imagine that he did, so he used the tools. But if I cared, I'd like to have the product name first, so that's what I have here, and then I can take this out if I don't want it. If it is a concern for mine for keyword stuffing, if it is a concern because it repeats too often, I could take it out. Do I? No. Because the reason I left this at digitalcamerareviewblog.com is because you see here, it says digitalcamerareviewsblog.com, then it says best ratings. Do you see that right there where it says best ratings? Does everybody know why? Because people search, when they're looking for reviews, the terms they also use related to the reviews is ratings, best, and ratings. So when they look for digital cameras, they say best digital camera ratings, digital camera reviews. Digital camera reviews occurs more often. I didn't want to repeat reviews too many times in my title tag, but I told you yesterday that I did a quick search and I saw that they also use best and ratings in the keyword searches. So what I did is inside the WordPress configuration itself, I said anytime you go into a category, the category should be named best ratings instead of a number.
And the search engine will bold that word on the search engine page, which the more bold there is,
Bold
the
you
more
have, the
chance
better
of
you are.
converting.
Exactly. And then I've got the product. So I've got a lot of ones here. We actually we can control how many appear in the title tags. My brother does through ATM Pro. Mike, is the ATM Pro beta version out and available for the Amazon data feed extraction, and we limit the number of keywords that show up? The truncation? Yes. You didn't put the truncation in there? Well, yeah. Well, he was working on it. So when we were building ours, he was asking me, well, how many keywords do you want to show up in the title tag? And I think I settled on 12. Because I did a quick search, and I looked at the results within the data feed itself, and I said, most products will use the keywords I want them to use within 12 spaces. So that's why I chose 12. Because I didn't want some URL that went on forever. I didn't want too many keywords. Now, you're talking about repeating the keywords itself too. Now, I can't control, this says, if the name of the product is Fujifilm FinePix X5 Pro Digital Camera SLR camera, I can actually shorten that if I want to. I chose to allow 12 keywords to show up, I think, on this blog. And it shows up here, but it doesn't really repeat the keywords. Digital occurs twice. Camera might occur twice. Keyword stuffing is a little bit different. I mean, if I named my directory, if I went digitalcamera.com, digital camera for the names of the categories, and then digitalcamera.html, if 100% density of the URL is the keyword, you might have some problems.
Do you have any concern about the length of the domain?
I have more concern with how many dashes are in the domain name, not in the link URL itself down here. Blogs are used to seeing this. What they've found to be spam is when there's too many dashes in the root of the domain itself. Doesn't mean you can't rank with it, just means that that's one of the triggers.
Is there any limit on letters or words that you would use in a domain name?
We've got some pretty long ones. I think they break after a certain point. So I can't give you a number. It's not a concern of mine. I know I should be concerned, maybe. I don't care. I did have a concern about how many were being used here because they show up here and they show up here. So I made a decision and said 12 because my research just showed me that I can get the keywords that I need and the density is not too great within 12. And the URLs get too long, they might break. They don't show up inside the search results necessarily, the whole thing. I don't have a rule. So I wouldn't call something digital camera reviews, blogs, best ratings, dogs here, buy now, comparisonshoppingengine.com. I wouldn't do that. But I would register something that says digital cameras and digital SLR camera reviews. I might do that. In fact, I do stuff like that. Because it's all about how many links they find coming into your site that'll overcome anything like that. If you have a standalone site, no links coming in, and you've got all those keywords stuffed in that one URL, that's one notch against you. But it's a culmination of everything that you do that makes that pro. Okay, we got to move. Number 6 in 4 days, 1,300 cameras, 3 minutes. If I wanted to get up higher, what would I do? We already know what I do. So I think we could pass on this, but this is a direct link to my blog. So for Nikon D300DX, 12.3 megapixel digital SLR, which is the product name, and I think that's probably the search term I used, I was number 6 in 4 days for a $1,300 camera. So if I can make $100 if somebody buys it and I think it's worth it, I would promote that one post a lot more than we did. And I'd probably build a website about it and build a few websites about it. Any questions? Okay. Tools I use, we already talked about all these tools. Incoming links, we've already talked about the importance of incoming links. How can you get free links? This is kind of important. All the web, I use it, Dory uses it, links, totallyfreeblogtools.com. If you enter that into all the web, Google will not show you. If you run a search on Google for the number of incoming links, they don't want to tell you how many incoming links there are. Don't ever use Google to judge the number of incoming links that you have. If I went into Google and did this search, I'd probably show 3 incoming links because it's part of their algorithm and they want to keep it secret, whatever reason it is. I use all the web, Dory uses all the web. So this is one of our sites that I never did anything with. I made the one blog post with, totallyfreeblogtools.com. I wanted to test if you put free stuff up on the website, will people link to you and can you force the links? One post, software program was done in under an hour. You can have it done for $100 if you wanted someone to program it. Or if you have a PHP coder, you could do it in a half an hour or less. Actually, it took that long because I kept making changes after he programmed it. 654 incoming links for totallyfreeblogtools.com. One post was ever made on that site. Do you guys want to see how I got those many links? I didn't pay anyone to get the links. They count. They're being seen by the engines. Other engines are following those links back to my website. Other sites